Hey guys, my name is Alex, also known as LemonFox, and today I want to show you how I transform something like this into something like that. And by that I mean creating atmosphere in Minecraft. Now, the first step I would take is selecting a nice resource pack. The resource pack I can recommend is the Conquest texture pack from Monsterfish. It really gives you a nice atmosphere. But what I also can recommend is selecting a shader, but this depends on the power of your PC. Now, also what I would do is using custom terrain. You can create your own or just download one from Planet Minecraft or somewhere else. But these things are completely optional. The theme I chose is building a little farm. Now the first thing I do is clearing out the area and then I start building the house. This house isn't going to be anything special, and as you can see, the clip plays very fast. That's because this video shouldn't be focused around the house or how to build it. By the way, I hope my voice isn't too bad, and I also hope that my German accent doesn't bother you too much. The house looks almost finished, but as I built the chimney, I decided to change it a bit because I don't like the front of the house a lot. Now, changing your structures isn't something bad. It's actually really good, because most likely you will end up with something that will look a lot better. After the change, I start adding some detail to the house. Now this is a very important step already. Adding detail to your structures already creates a bit of atmosphere, so make sure you add some mossy stones or some bushes or vines. Now I start making the wheat field, and I didn't make an additional step out of this because I think it's part of the structure. The next step is to make some paths, and what I like to do is building these little cobblestone walls that cut off the terrain. For the path itself, it is important that you use different materials. In this case I use gravel, dirt and mossy stone. What I do now is placing some hay blocks in a wheat field and also some large ferns and some grass. The river seems to be big enough for some small ships or some boats, therefore I add a little dock. What I do here is making this little creek that I made before a bit nicer with some stone and some gravel, and I also place some sugar canes. Now I start making some grape plants with these dark oak leaves, and I also add some oak fences for the roots. What I also do is I make some dirt paths in between these grapes. The next thing I'm going to do is copying in some trees. And yeah, I really do hope you don't hate me for this, but I just suck at building trees. And you will see why. I'm actually going to try to build a tree myself, but I don't think it turns out that great. Basically, the only wrong thing you can do at this step is using vanilla Minecraft trees. Therefore, never use the default trees. They just look very, very bad, in my opinion. Now I add some bushes in between the trees, and I also add some grass, some flowers, mushrooms and ferns around the paths to really create this nice atmosphere. And again, I copy something in. Please don't hate me for this. I promise it's the last thing. Nevertheless, it's the windmill from the last project, and I also add some trees around it to make sure it looks nice. And we are almost done, yes! Now the final step is going to be the icing on the cake. That's what I'm going to call it. And it's basically using some really nice shaders and making a cinematic out of it with some nice music. And you will see it will feel very atmospheric. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like. If not, give it a dislike to let me know if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. With that being said, I want to thank you all for watching.